boys, which... Oh, I see. Nice. I assume, is it upstairs? Okay, never mind. They're supposed to be waiting around here wearing a red rose on her lapel. It's a red rose on her lapel. I'm not seeing her though. I thought it was going to be like some balding 40-year-old. I'm assuming it was a trap instead. What's the grind? Oh, really? Is it the thing I don't. So when it comes to War Thunder, is there like events or is it like is there rank? Well, I don't know. I think there is rankings, isn't there? You told me about how that one of the #1 players about one of them being a streamer. I think like most that are probably that like high up probably would like be streaming. Got a problem, gents? Yeah, I think I remember you mentioning about like how he went streaming at one point. Well, he like started streaming. Uh, so the thing is like, uh, I assume is he like #1 in the world or in US or I don't know if like the rankings are region locked or if they're worldwide. Oh, really? That's pretty nice of him. The thing is like, I don't know like how many active like people he's got like in chat. But I know, like for example, uh, it's not really the easiest thing sometimes with like trying to keep track with like messaging, especially like depending what you're playing. Imagine it's like in War Thunder where you can get shot any minute. Probably not one of those games where like you can like always like spend time to like turn to chat. But yeah, if he's able to like, read that message at the same time, it's pretty well, like pretty good in the world. But I didn't know if it was like if they had it region locked or something like that, or if it's like they got regions best and they got world best or something. Like obviously with leaderboards, it's kind of like depends. Like some places will just have one overall leaderboard. Some places will have like best in a region. Then I also like to imagine just like if each country's like military is just kind of like looking at the top players of games like War Thunder or like Battleship, yeah, uh, and then just kind of like they're going like, or like COD as well, and then like just like sends out like some like posters about joining, uh, yeah, like the military or something like that. Once they hold, have. Oh, okay. But then is it like for example you could see those like esport ones where you have for example like certain teams and stuff like that, or is it like just individuals? Hoping to meet a lovely lady, didn't you? Sucks to be you. She doesn't exist. Wait a damn minute. We're the sexy lady. You're looking for my friend. Is this Thailand? Is it a lady boy or is it a boy lady?
何やて
What do you what is the has the pretty handwriting? Really? You forgot what? It was never a woman. She doesn't exist. You dumbass. Damn it all. All it takes is the scent of a woman to get some dumb shit like you to come running their tongues out of their dicks popping out of the zipper. Yeah, like like I've now got it like on Steam, as in I've like added it into my library. I just need to like download it, and then from there it's kind of like uh sort of see what the game's like. 'Cause, to be honest, I haven't even really seen too many clips from it. Like I saw, I think it was a Vanos crew, like not Vanos himself, but I think some people from like his friends play it before. there was like kind of like I think there's a montage thing, if I remember correctly. Thinking it may have been not War Thunder, but the other game. I'm struggling. The one with like more naval battle. Hopefully, the things like, I normally don't rage too much. In like stuff like scary games, I will kind of flinch. Or I'll just like go like I use like this secret technique of turning around and walking backwards sort of thing. Yeah, World of War. I wasn't sure if from it was two people from the Vanos crew. They had a sponsorship, and I can't remember exactly if it was War Thunder or if it was World of Warships. But I remember there being like kind of like funny moments. But then I think I saw tanks in it, so I'm like they're going like it must be War Thunder, right? I doubt like World of Warships is gonna have like uh like sort of well I think like I understand like War Thunder has them, but I don't think World of like Warships would have tanks. And I have a gambling addiction therapy. I had to sell my third child. I remember like having like a debate with someone before because I was asking like we were like joking around being like about selling like if we had to sell like our firstborn, and I think I remember it being like me going like, well, technically think about it, your firstborn, like after you've had your third one, the middle one's kind of forgotten about, and the first one is kind of doing whatever they want. So at that point you just might as well or like you can use like the rules in like Full Metal Alchemist. Like technically they're made up of the same sort of stuff. Like equivalent exchange. Am I right? They sound like you like like Shinji from like Chainsaw Man. Where he just kind of like when he first comes in, he's just like he sold one of his eyes, sold some of his like intestine, like things that like someone offers him like fiber to like eat a cigarette, and then it's born for 2 cents. If it was just like a one, at least you'd be getting like technically you'd be cutting costs by selling like your first bonds, so you wouldn't have to raise it then. So in other words, you'd also be saving money. So you'd get something from War Thunder, and not have to like pay to like feed or keep sustenance to he wants to become a War Thunder. He like says like I don't want to play War Thunder. I want to play so World of Warships, and you just like abort him straight away. Or it's like he ends up like so wanting to like I'm like in my head like thinking like if he wanted to be like a developer on like sort of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and just like nope. It's so fun time becomes a naval place. Just no sugar. We're gonna have some problems. You're there just going like, oh, so yeah, so what are you gonna play? Airplane? Yeah. Tank? Yes. Warship? Yeah. I think I like the warship. Just like you just like send them like sort of packing. You give them like one of those like sort of like bags and a stick sort of thing, and just send them off. You just see the looks on their faces when they beat the shit out of them and taking uh, anything worth taking. Strange thing too. They never seem to go to the cops afterwards. Guess nobody wants to tell the fuzz that they let their dicks do the thinking. Pretty goddamn clever, ain't it?
Huh?
Oh, it's clever, alright. You finally figured it out? Then get ready to lose those fancy clothes and all the cash you got on you. What's gonna be scary is one of them pulls out a handgun, and then you're like, the fuck? Why didn't look at them? One behind me's got a fucking knife. That one's got a taser over there. But that one was just annoying me. And he's got an actual weapon. I don't know why, like, this guy's the one with extra health, the one that's fighting barehanded. Like, I was worried that I was gonna get, like, a... God, nut shots, really. There you go. Buddy. Okay. Ground perfect. Naval fucking dog shit. But in the back. I will hopefully it's magged out. The same. It's just like the kids not have survival encoded. Sorry, we'll stop luring people here with our pretty handwriting. Please take this and forgive us. That just makes me like think of like Mob Psycho. When like Mob is just like there going like, sort of like it's clearly like a guy's handwriting. I think just like him going like, but I just like thought like maybe it is like a girl and so they misspelled this and this. Yeah, like, I don't think I'd be as optimistic as like yeah, like if I received like a love letter, I think I would just think it would be BS. I'm kind of like this thing where like I'm kind of like scared on the idea of like trusting people and stuff like that. At least anyone that like I haven't like if I wanted a partner, I think I would want to find them on like an actual dating site or something like that. Like so, it's kind of like a mutual agreement that both me and them are looking for a partner, rather than kind of just assuming. If he plays ground, I'm gonna show him so many times that he will tell you the thickness of the arm of any tank. It's just like you're just like saying like sort of like tell me about the panda. It's like sort of telling you like yes, panda like yeah, like goes into more detail. Like as you know, Germany had the thing of like naming theirs after like cats. So you had like the panther, and then you had trying to think of the other ones. Panther. There's one I remember seeing from that Tango anime. Like I do like it with that tank go anime. I was like, those were two things I didn't think would get mashed together when I first saw it. I didn't think like who thinks of like cute anime girls and then just thinks yes tank or like sort of war. Then again, you also have that I'm not sure there's an anime where like you get like an anime girl that just turns into like this like kind of human weapon or something like that, or like android weapon. Or I've never seen like memes of like there being like a girl like turn into a goddamn jet. You got a common towel. Tells me right, ready. I really can't believe I fell after the oldest trick of the book. The men's bathroom to begin with. Why would a woman be in there signing her name in graffiti? Rena my ass. I literally said uh, that when it came to the graffiti about how it was weird that it's in the male's bathroom. Like, if we're going to see Bubba instead. All their research from giant tanks that never seen battle. But the shitty tank, the tied to yeah. But the thing also when it came to like with the original tanks from World War One, from what I remember from the documentary, it mentioned about how some of the tanks basically the original tanks, uh, original few ones that Britain had sent that apparently like Germany had like reclaimed or kind of like fixed up to use against Britain. Uh, there's also I think it's like in the original tank as well. It mentioned about how the metal sheet wasn't actually strong enough to stop all bullets, but like it could stop a few of them. So it was like bullet resistant, not bulletproof. Uh, So the thing is, like, the crews were still getting shot at, and I think it said it was about a 5-6 man team in the original, like, one. And then, like, in the additions, they've realized about how they need, like, a way of, like, making it so that you can go over the trenches, or, like, the kind of, like, pitfalls and stuff. Also, I remember, like, I think it's in the same documentary. It mentioned that there was like one battle that like lasted like a bunch of hours of one tank team that was like keeping off. That was like defending their like the tank or like using the tank as defense while they were waiting to be able to like extract or like to get out. I can't remember exactly what it was. It was something along the lines of like there was one crew that I think one or two died, but I think the rest of the crew, if I remember correctly, um, were basically like spent there. Like I think it was over. I can't remember if it was like 2 to 10 hours, something like that. Just like defending their place. I think it was World War One because it mentioned it was with one of the original tanks, if I remember correctly. I might be incorrect here, but I'm pretty sure it was World War One. It was apparently some incident where like I think like the tank got stuck in the ground and they were apparently like kind of like defending against I think I don't know what it was. I can't remember if it was like the Germans were oh, yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was. I think I remember hearing about it. I can't remember if it was in the video I reacted to or if it's like the if I saw it somewhere else. I can't remember enough, but I think I remember hearing. I can't remember all the details. I think it was like they said one or two crewmen got killed, and I think it was either 4 to 5 people was actually like rescued. Like I said, this could be incorrect slightly, but I think they had to defend their spot for hours because their tank being stuck in the mud. The thing though is like to be honest, if you're in the middle of no man's land and your tank gets stuck, you're kind of fucked. To be honest, like something tells me you're not pushing forward with that. But yeah, I think at least 1 or 2 people died from the tank side. Yeah, it just got. I remember seeing that. The problem is like I can't always remember where exactly I've heard some things. Like there's some times where I'll like can't remember if something's a fact or not, or if it's just something I heard some random person say, right? Uh, like there's for example, I yeah. because I have like a friend who's one of those conspiracy nuts, kind of like people. The thing is, like, he's told me stuff, so sometimes I'm like there going like, 'cause most of the stuff he says is like unhinged, but occasionally he'll say something that sounds like half plausible, uh, especially with, like with what happens when it comes to when certain files get unclassified. But great, yeah, I have to like Google it to be like doubly sure. What else around? Forgot. As I went to search for that, I forgot I had like a message back from someone that I needed to check out. They've also given me something else to do. Okay. Now here you see copy. Okay. Uh, it basically, I got like use the hi BB. Uh, basically you see is like they gave me stuff. I'm already working right, but they were like they're going, oh, we'll get you some more trousers and some socks and some shoes, and we'll pay for you to get like a month's bus ticket, to make sure you can get to work. And I'm like, they're going like, okay. Like, originally, I was like, is this getting taken out of my UC money? 'Cause I'd rather just keep the UC money. And they're just like, nah, like, don't worry about it. And I'm hoping it hasn't. Oh, when it came to earlier, I was like saying about how I was basically tidying up my OBS from like the last time you saw it. So I've basically put everything into folders. I've separated all my audio stuff, and then the issue was like when I was doing, if I like tab out the game for a sec, if we go on to like, cause I got a TTS right, um,
Taiwan.
it's basically like that was louder earlier, because I forgot that I had the track hidden, so it wasn't on my bar. I also muted it for me, so I didn't hear it until I saw everyone say about their ears. That's still loud. I thought I had it lower. Okay, I've turned it down a bit more. I've turned it down slightly more. I didn't realize it was that bad. It's like I had it still in the green bar. So I was like, there you go. I had like at the end of the green bar, so I was like, well, at least it's like gonna be kind of the same area where my mic is. It's like along with I turned that down. It was at I want to say it's like 20, and now put to that's minus 30. Oh, I always have it. Well, technically, my mic, I have it on just before the red, so I have it like in the yellow going into the thing. What I'm scared of is like if I accidentally clip my mic audio too high, or if I start getting like louder in my audio clips. I can put that up higher. The thing is, like, I also did it with Discord as well, where I've got like this. I've basically separated the audio for Discord as well, and then separated the audio from game audio, music, TTS, alerts, um, like overlays and stuff like that. Oh, okay. But the thing is, like, I always like try like balancing it just in case. Cause when it comes to, I always have like my game. Well, right now my game audio is like capped at the green, and then now I've put my mic up to the red. Uh, Discord's up to the red because I imagine whoever I'm playing with, people want to hear them as well. And then it's like I've made it so, assuming it's worked, and I'm going to test this out later. Um, I basically got it where on Kick it's using track 2, which is the track that hasn't got music that can play, and that's also the VOD track that Twitch uses. Where my live for Twitch would be track 1 that has music. Yeah, it's like with the Discord one, I'm probably gonna be doing that like when I'm in a call with someone. I would kind of just like tweak their like audio to kind of like match mine is what my guess is. If not, like I don't know if like match or slightly below or something. Or it's like when it comes to audio balancing, it's not my strongest suit. It doesn't help where like I give myself extra work with it. As I also I didn't realize that when I hid some tracks, I wouldn't have to like see all the hidden tracks. Uh, yeah, I think I got that. Also, if I go into, so I don't know if you like see this or what, but I've also got, that's what vocal looks like in my one, right? Uh, Game and there you go. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm not even finished like messing around with it because I was thinking about like uh I was like thinking about docs and then plugins I want to do. I saw where you could change your like stream like what your stream is, so that's the information. I think I can do that with stream elements already. So I'm thinking about moving that from being docked in the bottom right to being docked in the top left and doing something like that. Oh, she's just tiny. I fixed Ham a little bit, so I got rid of Ham's like forehead. Um, I've left your forehead, but I gave you hair. 'Cause originally you were bald. The ones that I weren't too sure about, the ones I didn't know, I essentially just gave black hair and sort of black, brown hair and brown eyes. I think I gave BB a bigger head, like forehead, because like he's like pretty smart. So I think I gave him uh like a bigger brain. Let's see, I got like Yui. I made him slightly taller and like skinnier. I think uh well like size wise, I think it goes like Boca, Ham, me. I think I made you slightly taller than me. You got that big brain. I do like the kind of like absent eyes. It is I was like I was trying to think of like what things I could do. Well, the thing was like, I was gonna like look at one of your like past VODs. 'Cause I don't have the picture of you saved anymore. I was using that as a reference for when I was drawing you. So the thing was like, as I was looking for like pictures of you, I just basically looked at your clips originally. But I was like, wait a minute, he doesn't have the hair anymore. But then like on the clip, you have like your webcam kind of small in the corner. So I was like there going like, I can't tell if he's got like sort of well, I couldn't exactly tell like what eye color you had. So I was like going like, hmm, I'll probably like to adjust that if it's wrong or something. But the ones I didn't know, I was also tempted just to give people I don't know like black eyes. Just then it's like non-particular. Yeah, the thing like I thought you had like more like a very like light brown or something like that. It's like for example on like the VOD from you from beforehand, not VOD, the clip I saw of you, you had like looked like dark brown hair. But then I remember like seeing you like when you had your webcam on, your hair looked a lot lighter than that. So I was assuming like I don't know if you at that like time your hair was dyed or something. I think it's a and again if it's dyed blonde, I can imagine it being like kind of looking brownish. The thing is like my hair started off as blonde and then it went to like brown. I don't know if like that's a thing for everyone else, but like my well, it's hard to tell with like my model, but like my model has kind of very dark brown that lightens up near the like tips. Oh, okay. Like when I was younger, I had my hair dyed a few times because the thing is like I started off blonde, pretty quickly went to brown, and then it was like one of my sisters wanted to go into like beauty and stuff, so she used to like not just dye her hair and stuff, she would like dye my hair. Like I remember one of the times I went into school, like she was gonna dye my hair. I can't remember what color. I think it was blonde or maybe brown. No, was it? I can't remember. Maybe I can't remember what color. And I remember like she wanted to dye my hair and ended up there was like the wrong bottle in the box, so she ended up dyeing my hair purple. Okay, like a dark purple. So I remember like going into school and the school telling me off for having dyed hair. Uh, but yeah, like natural. Like I have like dyed my hair before. There's like one time I really liked my hair when 'cause I had like dyed it blonde, but like the brown had like started to come back in. So the thing it was like blonde tips and uh sort of brown hair. And I remember like I liked the hair. My school didn't like the hair. That's it. If you want to know another Minecraft one that's probably not good to search up, just write like, two letters on the end to it. Those two numbers can like change. You could either have like the adult version, or you could have the silly, funny uh, numbers. It either starts with a three or starts with a six. As in, you know, you were to get like a mine, if you wanted something that was a bad idea for Minecraft, I would recommend you search up a certain number at the end of it if you want something bad. It starts with three, ends with a different digit, or if you wanted a more funny one, you can do a kind of number. Uh, I'm funny. I'm totally funny. There's no rule. No, it's just a number. Just if you add it to the end of Minecraft, you'd it's just some looked up this tunnel, uh, turn around. Uh, like you end up like getting Herobrine. Like it's been like years since I've like heard people talk about like Herobrine and stuff like that. Like I get OBS back up. Something I do need to do for my like Twitch is I on my OBS is I need to give a way for me to actually like respond to people in OBS. Then again, I haven't really got a good way of doing that apparently. So turn the controller. Log for my crash stream. You just like you see me like play the what was the do you think like what that a Minecraft like Telltale game was? You like see like the pig die or something. I never like actually um sort of watched it or played it. I just like there's a funny meme of like a pig dying or something and then like Steve just crying. I remember when like Minecraft was literally just you were just like I don't even know if you were named Steve or not. Yeah, that story mode one. Because like I heard that it was like shit, but also funny. Like shit funny, funny like not funny shit, but is also funny in moments. I just remember like a pig died and just like seeing reactions of people just like laughing their head off. Okay. Okay. It's like you had that, and then you also had like the Borderlands like Telltale game. Uh, I'm not sure like what it was, but I remember like that one got bad reviews. Also, with the story mode, did they even actually finish like that, or was that just left unhat? Like, if I understand, like Telltale went away at one point, or like went bankrupt. Yeah, 'cause I remember like hearing a lot of bad reviews about it. Like, I got Borderlands 3. I haven't finished Borderlands 3, but I've been trying to like complete the areas. I might like do a stream on that maybe at some point. Um, it probably wouldn't be like anything like saying like I'm not super willing to like go back to like the zero or like restart with a new character until like I complete my current one. But you know, then you had like well, for me, I played Borderlands 2, but I've only played Borderlands with friends. So the thing is, like, I'll kind of let my friends do the fighting, and I'll just be in the background. Either being like, because I've played like Necromancer, and I played the soldier guy. Uh, I got a lot of hours, I think, in Borderlands. That there's like, you know, the friends I was with like were like very into everything Borderlands. I was like, I do like Borderlands. I think two is the better one, and three I find is like not as good as two, but is okay. And then I heard that four of Borderlands is apparently not so great, which is also kind of funny because like I remember like seeing all the kind of like advertisement for it being like everywhere, and then I like barely saw anyone play it. Other than like I think I saw one streamer that said they got to play test it before launch, saying that it was apparently um, a really good game, and then I just heard negative things after the game got released. So I've never played one. I have got one, I think. I just haven't played it. Um, 2 I enjoyed quite a bit, but it's also like there was like a big learning curve for me with it. It's also where it's like it used to be like a Xbox game that came to PC, so it's kind of like with the older games they kind of have like a little bit of uh getting used to when you're playing older games. With 3, it felt a lot more functionality better, but it's like the sort of story stuff didn't really interest me as much. But to be honest, it's really hard to like beat like Borderlands 2's sort of main antagonist. Well, there's 4. So much potential. Like with 4, I actually haven't seen anything with 4. It was literally just like a streamer mentioning like I think it was like they were at like some event or something, and they were on a live stream where they said about how they got to like play test Borderlands 4 or something behind the scenes or something like that, or before it came out. Have a nice lunch, BB. She fixes those bugs. But like Borderlands is just gonna be like how Cyberpunk did. Yeah, to be honest, when Cyberpunk first launched, like that was a bit of a you know uh when it came to like so I haven't played Cyberpunk and I've barely watched any videos about it. But what I do know is when it first launched, I used to like see a bunch of these like things talking about how bad the original launch was. It just reminds me of when you had like Fallout 76, where it was like they missed out the chance of doing it the other way around. Um, it was basically if you are back, BB, it'd be yeah, just make sure you have something nice to eat. Imagine like, uh, well, it is roundabout, so that time for like lunchtime. Like for breakfast, I had breakfast at I want to say it was 10 a.m. I had like pasta and cheese. Um, and the thing is like, yes, at that, and I think a packet of chicken roast chicken flavored crisp. That there's a reason I'm not the healthiest type. It's like I open my drawers, like I've got like a bunch of chocolate bars there, but I've got foods. The thing is like yeah. Wait, a bathroom, Rena. We were writing out on a bulletin board at the train station under the name uh Mayu Mayunumi Mayunumi.
Huh?
What? Well, screw it anyways. It was better not ever get up to this kind of tomfuckery ever again, got it? Yes, sir. Never again. It's like I don't think I've ever like broken anything out of just pure anger. I remember like when I was in school and I got angry one day at school and I tried to punch my wall and then just hurt myself instead. Uh, I'm not exactly sure like the material is. I'm assuming it's brick or something because it's like it's one of the outer walls. So like I just like put up my fist and as hard as I can try to punch the wall, and I remember like it just hurting me a lot. I'm someone where like normally I'll kind of like put up some emotions, and then it's kind of like I'll just like do something alone to like calm down. Like when it comes to ours, like There's like most of my walls are pretty hard. I'm not like I wouldn't be a genius in telling you what they're made out of. But I do know like most houses in the UK tend to be like more thick material just because it's kind of to keep in more heat. Like I think we have more like stone instead of like wood, for example. I understand like in America you have like large like forest bits that you can get like wood from, versus like Europe, which is like kind of destroyed their um sort of like wood industry. It's kind of like they already destroyed like quite a lot of their forests and stuff like that. Like for example, um I live next to like a little forest, right? And it's like uh sometimes strong paper. It's like when I got the like to my like woods bit, there's like these like trees that look weird, and apparently it's got like in the past, the people that used to like use the forest or something like that in the past, apparently would like like cut off like to kind of making like a tree have smaller sprouts so they could use it for like I can't remember exactly what it's called. It's something they apparently used to do in the past, so then they'd have like long, like thin branches that they can like weave into stuff and to use for making things. I'm not too sure. So yeah, it's like most of the houses here are like pretty strong. The thing is like where I live is like council houses or were originally like made by the council. So the thing is like um it's kind of like they basically copy and pasted the same house everywhere. So it like it turns into my house's layout is like the same as my next door neighbors, and then the one across the street from me has the same layout in their house, and the person like 5 doors down from them have the same layout in their house. So like yeah, if you know what uh like if you know what one houses around here looks like, you know what all they all look like. The difference is like how much back garden and front garden room you have. Where like I'm quite lucky to have like quite decent size. Yeah, same ones like that's like legitimately because it's the same with like most council houses. Like they'll like kind of make get a section, make a bunch of houses, and then what ten or even not even just the council. Sometimes it's like you get some like agency or something like some company will kind of like buy a lot, and then they'll just kind of like make copy and paste the same house in there. The only thing with the council ones is kind of like they have like a thing of where if you live inside them, you can choose to buy the house you're living in. So for example, if I earned enough or if I had enough, I think I have to like pay like have to pay rent for like I think it's like paying like more rent or something like that, like for a whole year, and then it's like after a year I can start getting a mortgage with I think it was like 40 or something percent. It was like a pretty like decent deal. Um, the thing is like I'm more realistic than some people in my family. 'Cause, like I'm there going like if we're gonna buy a house, this would be like the best time to do it when we get like a big reduction on the mortgage cost. And then there's like my the sister being like, no, no, no. Obviously, we need to like find a little hut in like a random village somewhere that's out in the middle of nowhere, so we won't have anyone to complain at us. And I'm like, they're going like, well, the thing is about that is like, if you because she wanted like a random village that has like a thatched roof and stuff like this, and they're going, well, then when you need stuff done to your roof, you need to get like a specialist to do the thatch part of the roof. Then you also live in the middle of nowhere, so you have to then be able to drive to go anywhere. And then if you like really want to be in the middle of nowhere, any chance of having a good internet disappears when you get further out of the city. as well as like anything like takeaways and stuff. Like, I don't know, if you live like in the middle of nowhere, like you literally got nothing near you. But at the same time, though, I would appreciate it if, like, here, um, like for example, when they build new houses, sometimes, for example, that there was somehow like there was before, right, when I was looking out to leave, like, home to like, move out with some friends, and we're gonna like do like some like split the rent, right? And it was like there was a place that I found where it was like I want to say it was like £700 a month. But it was like this is also a bit ago, so prices have changed. But I realized that it was like a new build, but it was like in a flood area, like an area that's known to flood. And I'm like, wait, why would you build a house in a place you know is like a floodplain, or like you know it's got like a chance of flood? Like you could even see in the picture of the house, it have like a rim of where like you could see where floods have caused like water damage to the property. And I'm like, why the fuck would you make a house here? Like, yes, I want my house for seasonal flooding. Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I'm assuming it's not your actual house that's flooding. Or at least I hope not. It's just more to do with like I don't know why they permit like land that they know is gonna flood or has got a high likelihood of flood to build houses there. It's like it's literally just asking for like uh, okay, when it comes to like that sort of stuff, like that's why like when I hear people talk about getting like a beach face property, I'm like, that sounds like a really bad idea. If you ask me, don't buy anything near the ocean, because you're just eventually going to have like when the land gets kind of covered in water, and you know that's not great. The things like, for example, when my grandma used to live, she told me about how where she used to live used to be like near the sea. It's somewhere was like north of London. I think it's like an hour drive or something. And she said about how her like part of her hometown basically flooded like a good like certain amount into it. Uh, whereas now is just like underneath like water. Not like buildings wise, I don't think. I'm not actually not 100% sure. I know she's there's like trees and stuff that basically got flooded and stuff. But I'm not there going like that makes me even less want to go like near anywhere that's like an ocean or a river is. Because I'm like, what's the chances? Like, one part of me is like, if you're by a river, you know, at least you can fish, and you don't have to worry about someone like bitching at you about your right to fish there or not, if it's at your property line or something like that. But if it's like, uh, you know, something like uh, you're just like straight next to like ocean, river or something, that like scares me. You want to look at flooding Florida during hurricane season? There's like well, it's been a while since I've gone fishing. I do want to get back into it. Main thing though is like uh I don't actually know like where anywhere I'm like legally allowed to fish or near me is. There probably is some places nearby. Like I think there may be there's like up the road from me there's a uh walk path which doesn't have any signs. Uh the only thing there's also like when it comes to here you need like a fishing license, then it's getting like your fishing stuff, so having like your fishing rod, so you need like a little knife or something, and yeah, you need like your sort of stuff. Also, I wish I knew more about. uh, sort of making fillets out of fish. But it's like I would love to. Cause the thing is with fishing, it's just the case of it's like really chilling. Like it's really nice. Have some like beers or something that's like along with it. Like when I was originally fishing, I was too young to drink. Originally when I was fishing, I was with just like one of my friends and occasionally one of his friends. It was a good time, especially as like we never actually got bothered by the people that were supposed to check on us not fishing there. Like we only got stopped once. That was with the police officer I mentioned before. Um, but it was like when it came to uh, well, like sort of fishing there, it's like we used to basically catch like a fish, go to a fish and chip shop, go like, hey, yeah, here's the fish, right? He'll give us some chips, like a fiver, um, and like that would literally be sort of it for like fishing. We didn't always catch stuff. Sometimes we'd get out there and not catch anything. Some days we would catch something. The thing is, like, we weren't really too knowledgeable about what we're doing. To us, you need a fishing license to like fish here, but you don't need to know uh, anything about fish to fish, other than if you're allowed to fish there or not. But there, they kind of just like hope that you kind of learn about fishing yourself. Um, Because also like I remember there was a story about like I think it was JD Vance or something came to England to fish with one of our politicians or something like that. And then it's like then people were pointing out how he didn't have a fishing license, so technically he was breaking the UK law or something like that. And I'm like, I doubt like the police are gonna go over uh like obviously like the picture was like I'm assuming it's to do something with uh whatever purpose, right? Like I doubt like it was just because they were having fun fishing or something like that. I imagine like it was some other stuff too. But then also that makes me think though about it, 'cause, like 'cause I know I think it was like Outdoor Boys, like he technically fished in England. I don't know if he had a fishing license. So I don't know how that works. It's also like to be honest, it's not like when you get stopped they ask for your fishing license. They more just tell you if you're allowed to fish where you're fishing or not. And assuming you haven't seen a sign, they normally let you go. Like if you didn't see a sign that said like no fishing, they'll let you go. Like that's where I was lucky with. For example, when we had the police officer, I knew what the sign was. I was just not going to tell him I knew about the sign. I'm not going to go like, oh yeah, I know the sign's like over there by the waterfall bit. Uh, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say, oh really? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, well, thank you for telling me, and I'll make sure not to fish here again. You know, yeah, I can't even actually remember what happened to the fishing rods. And again, like, I think that was at the time of when, like, I'm not too sure. I think, like, my fishing rod was, like, a really cheap one. Like, I think I paid something like, I want to say it was like £15 or something like that for a fishing rod, a reel, and some simple hooks. And then I remember at one point, like, paying out for, like, I think it was £250 worth of, like, bait or something. Or just like some of those mealworms, like just live mealworms. So I thought like a live mealworm would be better than like well, like originally when we wanted to go fishing, we would basically get some bread, tie it around like the hook, and then kind of like cast that in. Well, we do miss each other. I was about to say that right there, just his favorite Twitch. Uh, I will not deny or uh, that may or may not have happened. As we know, there's reasons why I don't post some of my memes into like people's like memes channels or like post it in meme channels uh in case people have issue with some of the ones that come up. Like for example, not going for that example, but like another example is I posted one meme before. It had a goth girl with like a box trap for a Monster energy drink, and it was literally like 3, 4 people complaining about how the goth girl was using a push-up bra, uh, and that's the only reason why she looked cute. And I'm like, there you go, and like sort of, it, they're not part of the joke. Very what? Just like, what the- oh, did an ad play or something? Like one of the things I can do, I'm not gonna do it, but like actually, I'll take a screenshot. I'm gonna take a screenshot. I'm gonna post that in the Discord quickly. Uh, doing like photos, I guess. Pictures. Like I have an ads button. I can run ads. I'm just not gonna run ads if it doesn't benefit me at all, and if I'm not contracted to do ads. Does it make sense to why I should like help Twitch play more ads if it's like A, I get nothing out of it, B, they won't look at my ticket for support or anything like that. Like something I do need to set up for as well at some point actually is I'm gonna need to set up on StreamerBot a thing that sends notifications when ads are about to start, because I don't know how I check that. It dinged by way of me going near here, and I got the item thing on, so I'm assuming that there's a item I can pick up somewhere around here.